I just couldn't fucking help myself. So Deep Blue Sea 3, Deepest Bluest. Okay, if anybody knows the LL Cool J song from the first movie, you'll understand why that's funny. So the last film should have been called Deeper Bluer, and this one should have been called Deepest Bluest. Would have been amazing. Check out the LL Cool J song, Deepest Bluest. Anyway, so the first Deep Blue Sea is a super fun, silly movie that has that, iconic Samuel L. Jackson out of nowhere kill and Thomas Jane swimming around with sharks, and it's a fun movie. It's a very 90s film. I think it might have even been 2000s, but fuck, if it is, then it still feels 90. I think it might be 98. 98 or 2001. One of those numbers is in my head. So which one is it? I'm going to go with 98. No, it's probably 2001. Whatever, doesn't matter. Or it's neither. The second one is dreadful, horrid. And when I saw they were making a third, I was like, oh no, man, don't make a third. When you make a second one that bad, I don't want to see a third one as bad. This one has, oh God, what's her name? She was in Texas Chainsaw 3D. No, not Alexander Daddario, the other one. She's been in some stuff. Very beautiful woman. Starts with a T. Tanya, something. Anyway, what this one is about is there is these doctors, these research scientists, whatnot, and they are out on this man-made island of these homes, and these homes have been taken over by climate change. The water has flooded it. There's only 2 residents living on this island, and they're there to, investigate climate change and the effects it's having on the ocean and whatnot. And then another research team comes in, and this is more of like, a no-holds-barred, buff men coming in, working for the government, and they're looking for these dangerous bull sharks. Now, they give them some bullshit about the bull sharks, but what it ends up being, I don't know if this is a twist or a spoiler or something. I don't really care. I think it's interesting that it's connected to the second movie. They find out that they're like the sharks from the second movie. So it is connected to the second movie. But let me tell you guys, this movie is way better than the second one. Now, most things are way better than the second one, so that's not like saying this is great by any means, but this is actually watchable. Like, I actually was like, this is not bad. Now I'm watching The Umbrella Academy season 2. I'm in the middle of that, and that's fucking fantastic. So it's like, it's funny to like watch those kinds of things back to back. Like, this is watchable. The Umbrella Academy is great. You can just see the drastic difference between the two. But, I dug this. I thought this was cool. I thought the setup was like, I really liked the location in which the film was done in. It's like this whole, it's a little city on the water that's like, sinking into the ocean, and the whole movie takes place on this little island of houses that's like man-made, and they keep like blowing up parts of the on the island, and the sharks look really good in it, except for certain sequences when they're like in attack mode and they're like swimming at them, then it's like horribly CG. But then in other scenes, it's clearly a real practical shark, and it looks great. And I'm like, God, if they would just cut out some of these terrible CG scenes where they're like swimming at them, this movie would have a lot more credence to it. But the acting, I would say this. I think this plays out more like a 90s action movie. Lots of explosions, lots of buff men with no shirts, and they're kicking the shit out of each other. There's even like a Scott Adkins type fight in this where people are like roundhouse kicking each other to the face. There's some love interests in this. There's an actual shocking death that I did not see coming, and the way that it happened I thought was fucking hilarious and awesome. Some people get killed that you don't expect to get killed in the moments they get killed in, but one in particular, I'm not going to say what it is at all because I don't want it ruined in case you watch it, but I laughed out loud, man. It was great. And the characters overall are mostly typical. I mean, no one really is great, but no one's really bad either. Everyone's just kind of semi-likable. Like, the main character, the chick, she's hot, and she's like in a bikini for like a lot of the movie, and her body is, oh my God, in heaven. She is phenomenal looking. Her body, whoa. And yeah, so like the way it all played out, I was into it. I had a good time. I'm glad I watched it. Like when I went into this, man, my expectations were fucking down at the bottom depths of the ocean. And I was just like, okay, the second one was horrid. But I've seen this happen before where, Butterfly Effect 1 is good. Second one is horrendous. And then the third one is good. It's like this weird thing where it's like they realize like, oh, I guess people don't like shitty movies. I guess we're going to have to put a little bit more budget into it. The setting is very impressive. That's what I was most impressed with in this movie, was just the location, the setting, all of that stuff, and how real they made it all look and feel throughout. Like it really felt like they were on this sinking island the entire time, and they kept giving like these aerial shots, and I was like, is this a set? Like, what is this? This is crazy looking. Maybe they went out to a place that is sinking and filmed there. I don't know, but that was a really cool location. And of course, to make it relevant to the times and, climate change and water sea levels rising and the effects that it can have, and then playing into the second movie like it does, and dealing with those sharks that had gotten loose. And yeah, for a fucking third film in a series that has a silly first film, a really bad second film, this is much better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, well, let's just say that for sure. So I was a fan. I was a fan of Deep Blue Sea 3. I can't even believe I'm saying it. When I went in to watch this, I was just like, this is not going to be good. But it is. It's watchable. It's totally watchable. If you're in the mood for a killer shark movie, you can do a fuckload worse. You can do a fuckload worse. You know how many bad shark movies there are? Shark Week is coming up next week, and I'm going to do some trashy shark movies. I really want to do them. I was looking at like all of these Sharkenstein, House Shark, Raiders of the Lost Shark, which is one of the greatest titles of all time. I love that title so much. Sharkensaw, Female Prison Massacre or some shit. Like they have all these like insane films. So I don't know how many of them I'll watch. I saw there was a $5 DVD of like 3. I think it was like Sharkenstein, Shark Exorcist, Shark Exorcist, and like I don't know. I'm not doing any of the 3-headed shark attack, 4-headed, 5-headed, 7. I think it's gotten up to like 7 heads now. So, or Sharktopus, or Sharktopus versus like whale fucking whatever. Those movies they're just so dumb. They're just so dumb. Or Mega Shark versus like whatever. I want to check out like Shark Exorcist and all these. Not that sounds any better, but for some reason like any of the Asylum type stuff or anything, I can't with those movies. They're just dreadful. Or even like Sharknado, of course. They have 5 of those damn things now. But what would you guys want to see? Leave me in the comments below. What are the shark movies you'd like to see me cover for Shark Week? I've already done the obvious ones. I've done all the Jawses. I did The Reef. I did The Shallows. I did 47 Meters Down 1 and 2. I did all the obvious shark movies, all the good shark movies. So what are some of the like more like maybe lesser known shark movies, like Sharks in Venice, or like what do you guys want to see for Shark Week? Let me know, and watch Umbrella Academy Season 2. Adios.